Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, no, no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money, then save up. 10 to 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. Where the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Jordan number 7, East Bordeaux. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
The ball sure looks cool, but this guy's skills are even more impressive. Try to follow your feet and not fall into a state of hypnosis. For some, riding a horse is already extreme, not to mention doing it so spectacularly. This reloading may take extra time, but it looks as cool as possible. Some people drag themselves out boringly in a cycling marathon, while others perform incredible tricks. But she has every chance to become the new face of kitesurfing. The most unusual and spectacular way to escape from your own wedding. Have you ever wanted to do something similar? Remember, a useful life hack for your online lectures. Sometimes just one small detail can make you a real boss. Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has a long way to go learning from this guy. Just don't invite her to your child's birthday party, otherwise there won't be any balloons left at the party. Be honest, would you like a car mechanic like this? This is what we call perfect timing.
There are things that are absolutely impossible to believe, and how could this even happen?
And this girl doesn't mind testing her biceps with the Hulk himself. This is the kind of trip a girl will definitely remember for a long time. He clearly lives by his own laws of physics. Maybe also try using a samurai sword as a kitchen knife. The LED lights on his skates are cool, of course, but check out his technique. He still doesn't play in the NBA because they don't allow him to wear caps while playing. For what amount would you risk jumping as well? It looks like his body is made entirely of plasticine. By the way, note that the guy sitting next to him first tried to help him. This guy doesn't need a ladder to get to the roof of a house. With one left hand, this man pulls the car. This is a real hero. What an incredible flexibility. It's difficult to say which muscle group she trains, but she does it great. Admit it, how often do you do static exercises? Do not forget to close the windows of your car, otherwise this person will instantly jump inside. Admit it, even in a car simulator, it is almost impossible to perform such a trick perfectly. Taekwondo lessons were definitely not in vain for her. What's more impressive, her physical form or how perfectly she balances? How many revolutions did you manage to count? We are as many as 4. Being a parent is not easy, but at the same time, you really want to play your favorite game. It's hard to say what looks more impressive, a jump or a landing. It seems that even the monkeys in the jungle move more slowly. This is what a quality shampoo advertisement should look like. It looks like this guy has accelerated his body's abilities to almost maximum. He will definitely be the first to make fire on a desert island. This is what a person who truly enjoys life looks like. Even the most incredible tricks can be performed with a straight face. Nothing can distract her from the live broadcast. And who said you only have to use your legs on the treadmill? The cat is clearly the boss on this street. Can this be considered walking on water?
And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead.
There is no need to open doors for this girl, just open a window. Looking at this cute face, it's hard to imagine that she has such a huge bicep. To perform such a trick, you need to control every muscle of your body. Even cows are shocked by such a skill. I don't know what this game is called, but this person will definitely win against anyone. These guys don't follow the speed limit signs at all. Believe me, she has something to surprise you with. In any difficult situation, you must be able to save what is most precious to you. The most difficult competitions are common for some people. The strength of mind and body of this guy is impressive. Do you still remember what parkour is? So this guy can do it right on his bike. The obvious advantages of going to the gym are obvious. Another guy who can easily defy gravity. Bartenders can not only pour drinks, but also put on great shows.
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
This is what will happen if football and basketball are combined. Effective, right? Can you count how many balls she has? A driver that Dominic Toretto himself could not compete with. And yet, in the right hands, a bike can take off no worse than an enduro. If you want to conquer the waves, then this is the only way. This is what perfect skateboard control looks like.
If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it.
And who said body weight exercises aren't enough for well-developed muscles? Juggling isn't easy anyway, and it's even difficult to imagine how he manages to do it in such a position. This guy will be quite difficult to go to supermarkets with. Looks like we're looking at a future baseball star. Or is it still acrobatics? She can clearly show effectively who the real boss is. Did you know that Daniel from Taxi has now switched to a BMW? Which category in the Taxi app must be selected for her to arrive? In such an exotic way, she can knit you a sweater in just a couple of minutes. Graceful, isn't it? Just check out how exactly he hit the line. The laws of physics are clearly different in the place where this was filmed. Write in the comments, have you ever managed to launch a boomerang correctly? An excellent life hack on how to quickly change a wheel on a bicycle. Or maybe this is the grandson of Michael Schumacher. This is what a spectacular descent looks like in real wild conditions. He clearly doesn't waste any time on his playground. Here's a life hack on how to move a refrigerator correctly. What can you demonstrate at an interview to get the job you want? She can tell you what time it is, even without a watch. Catch the instructions: how to effectively park an ATV and impress your friends. Road signs are the last thing you'll notice on this pole. The older generation can teach a real masterclass on the billiard table. The skill of an entrepreneur will save you even in the most hopeless situations. She does this every time a guy asks her to wash the dishes. There is nothing better than a vacation like this with your best friend. Just watch your hands. Give it a like if you would also like to ride in the fresh air like this. Judging by her form, squats are definitely her favorite exercise. With such a trainer, no trick is scary. And who could have expected him to score such a brilliant goal from this point? This guy has no problems with accuracy either. This girl could very well be an exhibit at a contemporary art exhibition. We're waiting for this guy in the next part of Star Wars. This is what the ideal physical education teacher looks and acts like. This is how Peter Parker might behave in the gym. Real musical talents don't lie on the road. This is what real trust looks like in a work team. It's not for nothing that the King of the Jungle bears such a proud name. Such 3D art simply cannot fail to impress. Just look at what this person is capable of. This is not magic, but real skill. And this master is ready to fight against the natural elements. And how do you like this trick?
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
This man is threading needles with his mouth. And how does he do it? What an incredibly beautiful jump. Just look at how masterfully this girl handles a hula hoop. Playing golf also requires skill. Skiing in such a landscape is a great pleasure. Look at how cool he handles jump ropes. This is only taught in a real ninja school. The moment when your sense of timing is off the charts. You can easily trust the captain of this ship with your life. That moment when you've absolutely no feeling of fear. It looks like the girl showed him a quick masterclass. He just walks around the city while passers-by don't even pay attention to his somersaults. And now look at what kind of bike this guy rides. He's doing it really great. You can learn how to perform the coolest tricks on a waterboard. This man seems to be waving laser swords. And these two are really soaring. What an incredibly accurate work. It doesn't matter if the ball hits the hole when such a beautiful woman is playing golf. It seems that these are special effects, but in fact, the glow of the sea is a natural phenomenon. It is difficult to imagine what this person feels. Looking at him takes your breath away. How do you like a carriage with 2 motorcycles harnessed to it? It is strange that we still do not know the name of this man because he could well become a football star. He seems to have settled in comfortably. I don't know anyone who could also bend their arm like that. What a perfect motorcycle stunt.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
It looks like he's not used to taking gravity into account. Just like him. Leave a like if you would like to learn slick back too. For success, it is important to be able to work in a team, and these guys are like one well-coordinated mechanism. Skiing on such a steep hill is so scary, and he also complicated the task. What an incredible drift! It's like he opened the doors to give us a high five. I wonder which circus these cool acrobats work in. Here's a skier of a completely new level. This man masterfully owns his body. I wonder if at least one non-bent frying pan has been preserved in his house. It turns out that you can do this on a monowheel. In volleyball, the ball can be hit with your hands, head, and butt. I want to watch this trick for hours. It's hypnotizing. In order to perform such a difficult trick, the hands must be incredibly flexible and strong. This is just a winter walk and an incredible trick. This girl has absolutely no trouble moving around like that. Look how this girl handles the rope. What a great job! Don't worry, this breakdancer won't get wet for sure. This man broke 14 blocks in an instant. What is his hand made of? Are they made of steel? And how do you like this trick? What a perfect snowboard flip! Judging by the trajectory of her ball, this is the Ronaldo of the golf world. He was clearly not used to suffering for a long time with the analysis of the barbell. It seems that chopping wood with a sword is her favorite activity. This girl is simply the queen of ice. This girl looks great on a motorcycle. It's hard to say who's cooler here, a girl with a hoop or a man who slipped into it. "10 out of 10. Looking good is also a skill. Girls need to eat right, exercise, and take care of their hair and learn makeup skills. And all for the sake of your like for this video. This boy, even blindfolded, will not miss a blow. He knows his goal. Personally, I would have never decided on such a jump. What about you? It is a pleasure to watch this process. Did you know that there are interactive simulators and even keyboard typing speed competitions? Some people, wherever they are, find an opportunity to realize their creative potential and ideas. With a little more practice, he will be able to teach others such tricks. It is obvious that exercises with a roller for the abs are his favorite. Thanks to them, he strengthened the muscles of the abs and the lower back. Anyone can play ping pong with a partner, and in order to train alone, you need to apply imagination. He is definitely a master of games related to balancing and coordination. This girl amazes with her stretch and flexibility. She can lift her leg 260 degrees. Experience gives you the opportunity to come up with your own tricks to do the job. Without confidence riding on the board, it is impossible to learn tricks that look very impressive at the proper level of a skateboarder. Even the simplest tricks with cards are fascinating, and all thanks to skillful and precise hand movements. This man is definitely not a beginner in shooting. He demonstrated amazing accuracy so that even an employee of the shooting range was not afraid to hang balls in parallel with his shooting. At street performances, you can see a variety of people who inspire with their talents. With the help of the hand shadow theater, you can show not only individual figures, but also whole stories. It turns out that rope skipping is not just child's play, but an effective physical exercise with a rope. Having mastered jumping well, you can create magic shows. I'm not really sure how he could do something like that, however, all these things looked extremely spectacular. Riding a bike like all ordinary people is boring for someone, so they prefer to turn on their creativity. Why would you spend money on a showman when you have such talented waiters? Today, there are competitions for everyone, including bartenders, and there's definitely something to see. To do this, you need to know at least the laws of equilibrium, which means to be smart. Wonder where they teach this? There's definitely nothing wrong with this guy's vestibular apparatus. Just look at this muscular creature, not to mention its flexibility. It looks incredible. I wonder how long it took them to learn how to do something like that. Every hunter now would envy such absolute accuracy. This is the case when a friend asks for a beer and you're not looking for easy ways. This girl is only 8 years old. And do you know that she was born already standing on a skateboard? What do you say? Do you want to watch regular football? No, real men choose motoball. You should not refuse people when they ask you to show something amazing. You can act like this guy, who got a place in our today's episode. This is a visual demonstration of how you can ski at any time of the year. What a trick shot master! He will always find something to occupy himself during a long wait. What a spectacular race! But his final action looked even more spectacular. What a successful start! And he finished his performance with no less success. This is what a unique way of boiling a drink looks like. I'm sure it has an astonishing taste as well. If only all children were as obedient during washing as this elephant, the nerves of parents would be much stronger. What a shape! I'm talking about both the Blonde Beauty and the Snow White car. Meet Matt Brockman from North Carolina. Even though he is a professional magician and card thrower, he was able to find another area of application for his talents. Matt is a master of trick shots. His incredible tricks using ordinary cups, ping pong balls, and playing cards surprise him with their ingenuity. As you can see, he has discovered a whole new level of his imagination.
Come on. Yeah!
This man has an incredible and unique skill. He probably knows everything about colors and their shades. How else can you describe what he does? He can easily mix different colors to get the right shade, and he does this only by using his eyes. He can find a perfect match only after looking at the object for a few seconds. Do you think it's experience or talent? Share your opinion in the comments below. Is there anything new in the world of lumberjack competitions? Yes. Today, there are competitions where men and women compete in the skills of using an axe and a saw. The discipline you see now is called a springboard. The athlete must chip the block off the top of the 9-foot trunk. To climb to the top, the participant uses 2 springboards. It looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? That's it. Thanks for watching. We're waiting for you in the comments below.